This is our how-to essay, and I'm going to be showing how to do owls on Grace's nails. That all of her nails are removed, and I had her go wash her hands because non-acetone, even though it's good for your nail beds, it can make your hands feel like oily and like sticky-ish, and it just isn't a good feeling. So I like to have them wash their hands afterwards too, so it doesn't mess with the nail polish as well. Then next, I like to use a pick for your nails to get just anything that could be under your nails, just like from whatever you may be doing. I like to use that so that just to get everything out. And then you just take it and you slide it under their nails till you get everything that is out. Now that her nails are all nice and clean underneath, this part can get kind of tricky because some people like to buff their nails before they file them, but me personally, I think it's better to file them first because sometimes when you're filing, the dust and from your nails and everything can just or make it rough on top of your nails, and that's the whole point of buffing, is to make them nice and smooth. So I think it's smarter to file them before you buff them. So this is how you just file them. You just take the nail and you move back and forth and just round the nail how it's supposed to. Clipping your nails is also an option, but I rather file, especially if they're already pretty short, because if you clip them, they're just gonna get the nail shorter, and it looks better if your nails are longer so that there's more of a design on it, because the smaller your nail, the smaller design you have to print on it, and that can get a little tricky. Next, I like to use this 4-side nail buffer, and it just has all the file like the edge on top to make it all smooth, and remove ridges, smooth nail, and then shine nail are all of these, and just like this hand over here where it's like on top, it's like overlapping, it just makes it all smooth because it's like something happened. And so we'll begin that. So like this, you just kind of go on the sides and on top just to make it all nice and smooth. You can hold the buffer in any way you want. That just kind of smooths it down a little bit. And then I like to remove ridges, so basically that on the side too, like if you didn't have a nail file, and this just smooths it out better than the nail file can. And you can also do it on top. Ignore that. Next is smooth nail, and then it just like smooths the top of your nail to help that go away. And then lastly is the shine the nail, so it just makes it shinier than what your nail was, especially after removing the nail polish. Sometimes even after washing them, you don't get it all, so this just helps your nails to look better and prettier. So
that looks so much better, actually.
After I buff all the nails and shine them, I like to use this double duty base and top coat. A base coat just protects the nail bed on your nails and just keeps them refreshed. And also, if you paint your nails too often, you should definitely use this because your nails can get really yellow, and that's really bad for your nails, but this preserves your nails and like lets them breathe. And also, even though I'm one of those people that like to paint my nails all the time, I always have to give myself breaks from the nail polish because I don't want my fingers to turn yellow. So this just starts, I like to start from the whatever hand is to your left so that you can move on, and because if you started from over here, you might smudge them as you're moving. So that's just a tip. You'll also see, especially more when I actually paint with the nail polish, how I get the nail polish. And also, when I'm getting it, I brush the top off and then just a little bit on the back because you don't need all that nail polish. Then it comes out in globs. But I start near the middle of the nail and then slowly inch up to the actual nail so that I can get all of it. And it just doesn't get, it helps to not get on your skin. Now that I've finished base coating her nails with the double duty, you can see how shiny and on the protective layer. Now, we're only going to paint white on the ring finger because that's the background for the owl, and on the rest of the nails we're going to paint it this bluish kind of green color so that you can do your polka dots on them. So as you can shake your nail polish really good so that it gets all mixed around and it's not all like all runny on your nails. And then as you can see how I was saying earlier about how I put it on like starting from the middle, you inch up from the middle and then you go up to your nail so that this just prevents it from getting all over your nails. And it depends on the nail polish. If you may have to do more than one coat. It looks like on this one I might not have to unless I just get some of this runniness off. Then you do the white on the ring finger so that you have the background for the owls, and you just, like I said with that one, you just inch up. This one is a little bit more where you'd have to probably do a second coat. Next we can get our design tools out just to set there so I can use all the mini brushes because we're getting ready to use do the design process, and then have our daughters out so that we can do polka dots on their nails that don't have owls. So now I have just painted her nails up to where we need to start doing the designs, and I'll get the stuff around her nails later because that's kind of the aftermath. But I just painted up to there so I wouldn't have to be using this small brush tip to paint her whole nail basically, so that the white's not showing. So I've just basically done that up to like a rough cut. And then next you just kind of round it out because the owl goes all the way up to here, and then just has little ears on the side, which you can't really even see in the picture, so that's why it goes all the way up to here, and then it just has like its little ear things right there. So that's basically what that part looks like. Next you take your green color, and you do kind of like the wings little area right here where it kind of goes out to here. So that just shows the wings. And you do that on each side. Afterwards, after doing the wings, you take your little brush again with the green, and you do just like these little feather patterns because obviously there's them on the birds. And then that's basically. Now you do the little white dots so that you can put the black little crescent moon eyes inside. And lastly, for the final step on the design, is you do a little crescent for the eye. And you can go over that a few times so that you can actually see the black. Now here's the final shot of the nails after I've done the top coat so that now they're all shiny and protected. And then I also removed the edges around the nails so that they did good. I believe that you guys could do this too if you follow this step by step. So, thanks for watching. Grace! I said not to, you dummy. Wait, not yet. Oh. Her nails. Now you move into painting them. And I'm only going to paint the ring finger white because shoot! No. What? Next we get our design. Don't show me! Now that I have finished, we're not gonna do it. Now that I have finished base coating her nails, you can now see that they're all shiny in a protective layer. Now that I keep that. On acetone brand because
Start over.
Yeah. This part can get kind of tricky because some people like to buff their nails before they file. Now, after I have gotten done with base coating, then next in the book of doing, shoot, what am I doing? Don't say in the book.
The book.